The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Ali, Mogithin, Hafday Jan Tiro, Rananim, Kasilelie, Lengwo, and Yakwe. Welcome back to another episode of the One Micronesia Show, and we'll kick it off here in Big 2025. We'll kick it off with a nice and jam-packed one. We start off with a one-on-one with a boxer who fights out of the Guam Muay Thai gym in Bangilao. I'm talking about Chuki's boxer, Jake Albert. Check it out.
I was born and raised here on Guam. Then about like 6 or 7 years old, I went back to Chuk. Then when I was like, I believe 8, then I came back to Guam to continue school here.
You continued your life. Obviously, you went back to Chuk, you came back, but you continued your life here. How is that? You know, I've always talked to people, but most of them were born and raised on the islands and then started migrating to Guam and elsewhere in the States. You're on the other side where you were the generation that was born and raised on Guam. How is that growing up on Guam and seeing things in your perspective?
I would say like the language barrier is more different from the kids back home, because the ones that were born on Guam, they're like, it's kind of broken language, broken Chuukese, and we tried to learn it. And I think that's just the barrier right there, the language.
That was pretty cool to get to know that part of your story. And now we're shifting to the part that I kind of really want to get to know is obviously the gym is in Bangilao, Guam Muay Thai.
Yes.
Guam Muay Thai.
Yeah.
It's smack right there and right next to that intersection, the road going up to Yoji, where I know you went to school. So let's talk about that. Like what got you into the gym? Well, what's your story?
I was a student at Yoji probably my sophomore year, and my former coach was named John Edwards before he went off island. There was a self-defense program that was held by a criminal justice club or program, and it was held at the Yoji Fieldhouse. So that's how I started, and I just caught my interest into it, just learning something new. Yeah.
And like I said, so you started. So you didn't go to the gym first. It was that program that got you.
Yes.
And then what pulled you to the gym? Like what was something that you saw? Or obviously it's right there next to the road, so you pass it every day.
Yeah.
Like how was that? What's the story behind you and stepping foot in that gym?
It was just mostly my former coach, John. I just talked to him. How much were the classes? How many classes? What are the is it everyday classes?
But talk about more of the you wanting to go. I think you saw the program at UG. Then now you want to extend it. You extend your knowledge and find something. Obviously, it was just a self-defense, but you're a boxer now. So let's talk about how you went from just a self-defense to practicing Muay Thai.
Most people think I do Muay Thai, but I just go to the Muay Thai gym to learn boxing.
Okay.
So only John Edwards was coaching boxing under Guam Muay Thai. So not much people know about it, but that's how I got into it. So I just went there every Sunday just to continue practicing boxing. Then probably 1 year later, I was supposed to compete in Saipan until Dolphin Typhoon happened at Saipan, and that's what got hold back. But I just continue training again every Sunday. That's the only time he could hold class because he was a police officer.
That's cool. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. So let's talk about that. Why boxing? I mean, you could have chosen Muay Thai, you could have chosen Jiu-Jitsu, you could have chosen karate. There's so much fields out there in the martial arts scene, but you chose boxing. Why boxing?
Man, honestly, it was just right there in front of me. So I was like, why not try this sport since he's already teaching us, us UOG students. So that's where I got into it. I didn't really, growing up, I didn't really look into contact sport. More I was into basketball, football, and rugby. But later on, I got into boxing because of him. Yeah.
So let's talk about it. So boxing is a very hard sport. People think boxing is easy. When you go, if you try to go 8 rounds, is it 8-9 rounds of boxing? It's hard. I mean, people who've done sports in general, like movement but this one you're just using your hands and it takes a lot. So talk about your training. I want to hear about that. Tell us more about your training and having to get ready for every fight and getting ready to stand and go the full 8-9 rounds.
So when we go into fight camp, we train Monday through Saturday. So Monday and Wednesday, we condition for 1 hour. Then the next 2 to 3 hours, we pretty much do technique. Then Tuesday, Thursday, our warm up would be 4 miles. and after that 4 miles, we wait till it hits open gym, which is spar days on Tuesday and Thursday. We spar from 7 all the way to 9 o'clock. So it's pretty much like 4 hours every day of training, just trying to build up our condition. Because when it comes to the fight, that's pretty much how bad you want it. Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why I brought you here to chit chat, obviously find out how it all started for you, but I think it's more about how the sport changed you. I want to. Were you? Can you say you were the same person you are, let's say 5 years ago or before doing this sport, or has the sport of boxing changed the way you view life?
It's more strict on going into like diets and making sure you make weight on that day, and you just have to wake up every morning like 5 or 6 just to get in that light morning jog. And
so would you say it also has discipline?
Yeah, it's pretty much discipline. Boxing is like boxing is like only one man sport. It's like you're training by yourself, but it's always great to train with a group, but it's pretty much a one man sport. And it's pretty much a lot of discipline.
When you went into boxing, you probably watch a lot of boxing movies.
Honestly, no. I never watched those boxing movies until like this year. I watched Rocky 1, and that's pretty much the ones that I only watched so far. Yeah, but I do watch Manny Pacquiao. He's one of my favorite boxers.
I was just about to ask you who's your favorite. Okay, Manny Pacquiao. He's a fast boxer.
Yeah.
We've seen him, and obviously he's retired now. But what are some of the things that you've seen or that you see in Manny Pacquiao's fighting style that influences you?
Ah man, he's really it's just his stamina, man. Like he can throw a lot of hands, and he can, like pretty much like does a lot of pressures too for a short guy. So that's what kind of inspired me to like kind of like fit my fighting style into his fighting style.
Let's go into the comps. You said you fought about like 7, 8?
7.
You've had 7 competitions. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your first one. What's that feeling going into your first ever competition?
Man, so my first one happened here on Guam at FAS Athletics. I believe it was called Glorified Spar. And the first guy that I fought was named Ken. He came from stateside. He had about like 11 or 12 amateurs fight, and it was my first one. And then I was kind of nervous because my coach was telling me, but he was just saying it's just another human being. And you guys both breathe the same air, and just go in there and have fun.
Awesome. And then after that, like I said, you could have stopped, but you kept going. And then let's talk about the 7, your latest fight. Let's talk about how it changed, how your fighting changed in your latest one from your first one.
I would say I got a little bit more better, like technique wise, but I just want to continue improving my fighting style. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into this now. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about what's next for Jake and what he has in stores for the future, and especially a new year, 2025. We'll be right back.
The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
What an inspiring story from Jake, how it all started for him and how he got into the sport of boxing. Now we come back to find out what he's up to here in 2025. Check it out. Has it hit you that all these, you fought 7 competitions, has it hit you that, you're obviously, you live here on Guam, but you're a boy from Chuk and you jump in that ring. Has it hit you that you're from Chuk, you're out there, you're enjoying this amazing sport of boxing? Has that hit you yet or not? What's that feeling like?
Honestly, it started hitting me this year. For the last 3 years, it was more like on and off due to COVID, work, and school. And we only train like once a week due to my coach's busy schedule. But honestly, like this year, it was hitting me, so I was trying to compete to more sports and build up my experience and my skills. So this year I would say I took it more serious, and I'm kind of happy, but at the same time I wish I had more fights this year, but It is what it is.
And you probably will. 2025,
Yeah.
I don't know how many competition might come up in 2025. We're right at the beginning of it. So that's good to hear. And let's go check out that checklist. 2025, Jake's checklist. Like, what are some things that you want to accomplish in 2025?
Ah, man. It's
Even the smallest things.
just improve my skills, honestly. Like I would go back and watch my videos. I like, damn, I feel so like I look so slow in the video. Like, I want to improve on that. Then I want to improve on my stamina. I just want to like be more disciplined. I would say, yeah. I just want to be more disciplined, and I'm just trying to, for next year, hopefully hosting Pompey is trying to host a boxing tournament.
Oh, okay.
In February. So hopefully that proves through in February, but no, we'll just see how it goes from the other side. Yeah.
That's awesome. Like I said, you've just started your career. You're about 7 fights in, like your amateur fights under your belt, right?
Yes.
So, and I know you're gonna continue more. 2025, such a huge year, such amazing opportunities. Like you talked about that Pompey fight. But how about Jake representing FSM in, let's say, the South Pacific Games, or even if they throw in boxing to micro games and you represent Chuk? Like, are these things
that's honestly that's one of my goals, to represent Chuk in micro games in at Nauru. I'm sorry if I'm not saying the island right, but they're the one hosting the next micro games, but I'm not sure if they're having boxing, but I know they compete in boxing and they will go to Australia. So I'm hoping they have a boxing tournament there for micro games.
nice?
Yeah.
And then obviously, I mean, these are just like the regional games that we're talking about. But like, I know like it's a little too far fetched to talk about it. But how about like Jake representing FSM at, like, I don't know, boxing in the Olympics? Is that something?
That's something big that I always like dream about. But honestly, I just had to keep putting in the work. But I really want to represent FSM in the boxing if they're willing to, take me under them. And if
I'm
not,
pretty sure.
I hope, yeah.
And I see one of the reasons why also like having you here is to kind of like talk to the at least influence, have the young generation hear your story and be like, oh man, this guy, they don't have to have to come from like huge backgrounds. Like you were just a simple guy from Chuk. You went to school at UOG. You participated in a seminar that got you interested in like from self-defense to now you chose boxing.
Yeah.
And it's gotten you about 7 fights under your belt. So I hope like this interview will influence, FSM kids out there who are here in Guam or elsewhere in the world. Talk to the kids, or talk to those who are watching right now who have gotten influenced by your story. And now they're like, okay, if Jake can do it, we can do it. What message would you have for them?
Honestly, the hardest part is just making the first step. And once you make that first step, you just keep moving forward, like consistently.
Or what would you tell your younger self?
My younger self,
Yeah.
honestly, just keep going, man. Like, don't stop. Like, just keep pushing on what you want to do. Just be disciplined in your future goals. Just keep pushing yourself.
All right, so Jake, man, it's been a fun interview. It's been fun to get to really, obviously we've known each other, we've seen each other here and there. Talk through the IG, trying to set up an interview. But this is really cool to really get to know you and your story, how you got into boxing. Out of all sports, bro, boxing. That's a like I said, discipline, very important in sports like boxing and any martial arts. So it was really good talking, very influential. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Just a top of a
Yeah.
All right, so guys, that pretty much wraps it up. If you want to follow Jake, you can follow him on his journey. You can follow him on his IG. He's a great fighter, and Jake, good luck to 2025. Good luck to whatever comps you got next. I know you got this, and I always follow you, so keep repping.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up here on the one-on-one with my brother Jake Albert here on the One Micronesia Show. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back with more. Overall, the talk was very inspiring. Big thank you to brother Jake for coming down to the studios, doing a one-on-one with us, getting to know him, getting to know how he got into the sport of boxing and what he's got in stores for 2025. Jake, thank you so much, brother. Guys, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more The One Micronesia Show.
The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam, located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
One Micronesia Show, and we're back. On the previous episode of the show, we showed you a 5K that this group put together to pretty much close off 2024. Now, I get to sit down, do a one-on-one with the founder, John Howard, to find out what the FAS Athletic Clubs has got in stores for 2025. Check it out.
FAS is like a non-profit sports organization. Our goal is to use sports as an alternative to promote responsible and productive youth. So that's the main goal, like a safe playground where, our FSM youth can, enjoy themselves, build friendship through sports, and, just, promoting their talents. Yeah, that's the goal, behind FAS. We try to use sports to bring change, to our community, and we started in, really we started back in 2013, and then in 2018, that's when we become a organization, non-profit organization. After I finished, the Olympic, then I came back and I gather some guys that they are interested in sports, and we started out small, and we started out organizing only track and field events. Yeah. Then after I think our first year, then we tried to add volleyball, and then I think the following year we had basketball. In 2025, we already have we put together our like a proposed activities for 2025. We normally do track and field somewhere in the summer, but in 2025 we kind of change our schedule because we want to, some of these kids, they participate in like basketball, rugby, football, in their school. So we like to kind of, also promote their talents. In January, then February, we want to have like a leadership conference, where we invite the Chuki's faith groups leaders, to have a leadership conference so they understand that they also have a role in our community. Yeah, and that's how we meet, our community. We meet at the church, and to reach them, we have to invite them. April, a leadership, Micronesian leadership conference. This is a collaboration with, the Wave Club, the Trades Academy, Malielu, Crime Stoppers. The goal is to target only 100 youths. Yeah. So hopefully, if this one is successful, then we can expand for next year. In September, we will focus on, just preparing a team for like an off-island competition. Yeah, we usually want to fly back to Chuk. Yeah, we want to first prove ourselves in Chuk before we go somewhere else. Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, and it feels good when we see our kids succeeding in their sports. They're using their they're using their God-given talents. Yeah. So I always believe in the first in the Bible. That the gift, your talent is a gift from God, but when you use it, it's your gift to God. Yeah. And just when they use their talents, so that they glorify His name through their talents. Yeah. So I encourage them to, play harder, work harder, and always aim for, to accomplish more. And we're just, very grateful, that this opportunity that, we're able to come here through the compact and, see these opportunities that we don't have back home. Yeah. I hope they will understand and they will use it, for their benefits, yeah. So there is we have a Facebook page. Yeah, that's where we usually post our announcements, for our activities. But if they want to participate in our, upcoming events, which is our track and field, they can come to JFK on January 18. Yeah.
Thank you so much to John Howard, and also thank you to the organization, the FAS Athletics Club, for all you did in 2024. And I'm really excited to see what you guys has got coming up here in the new year, 2025. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of the One Micronesia Show.
The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam, located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam, located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
One Micronesia Show, and we're back with the last and final part. It's now time for the One Mic Jam Sesh. Check it out. What a jam-packed show to kick off 2025. I'm so excited for a whole new year, a whole new feature, interviews, one-on-ones, One Micronesia Jam Sesh. I'm excited. I hope you guys are ready for a whole new year of the One Micronesia Show. Guys, I just want to say a big thank you to Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso for sponsoring the show. We'll see you on the next one. My name is Victorious, and I just gotta say peace.
The One Micronesia Show is brought to you by Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and Daiso Guam. Visit Daiso Guam, located in the village of Donkey, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.